What's going on, everyone? Before we get into the video, just want to take this time to tell you to go to the description. See the link at the top? Hit that link and download the One Football app, guys. It's the one-stop shop for all your football needs. As you can see, it's got all the news right now going on, everything you need to know about Liverpool's season, what's happening, the squad, go through, see what's going on with all the individuals. Just check out all the details of the squad. And we know about those transfers, people. What more do we want to do, especially right now, to check out those transfers and see what is Listen, when it comes to Liverpool, there ain't even going to be any transfers. But you know what we got to do. We got to check anyway. Go through, check out latest scores, match reports. It's got everything, people. Everything. So just make sure you hit that link. Download the One Football app. Get it done now, people. Trust me, you will not regret it. No better place to go check your football news. One Football app. Download it now. Link is in the description, people.
Hello, lovely people. Welcome back to Kop-Ish. Leeds United 0, Liverpool 3. However, unfortunately, the game has been glossed over by what was an horrific injury to Harvey Elliott, who was having a really good game, really good season up until that point. Kind of feel a little bit deflated, but very, very happy with the 3 points. Just wish it could have just been under different circumstances, really. Don't like to see any player get injured, but an injury of that kind and that nature to an 18-year-old, it's horrible, absolutely horrible. I don't know. I think that's probably the only place we can start. The injury, thoughts and prayers go out to him first and foremost, and obviously Klopp, the rest of the players just look horrified by what happened. So, yeah, Drift, anything you want to say on it?
I'm devastated, man. I'm genuinely devastated. I've got so much high hopes for this kid, and a lot of us were annoyed that we never bought any players. But we always made it clear it wasn't because we didn't feel like Harvey weren't good enough, because we just felt like it was a lot of pressure to put on the kid, and it was like he had to come in and just go full steam ahead to just prove his worth of the pressure he was being put under. And you know what? The kid was doing it. The kid was actually doing it. He was like, guys, we'll be all right, man. I'm going to do it. And he was playing well, man. And even putting aside the fact, even if he was playing poorly, I would still be devastated. But the fact that he was playing well and proving he deserved to be in the team just shows he was probably going to have a much better season than everybody even anticipated. And it's just been stolen from him. And a lot of the time as well, I always think people forget about pain. I've broken stuff. Yeah. The pain he's in now as well. Like, they say injuries aren't like, oh, he's injured, and then how long till he's back? Like, do you know how much pain that poor kid is in right now as well? Like, shooting through his body, just constant pain. When you break something, boy, you're in pain for days, weeks. Like, I know you get shooted up with like medicine and stuff, but do you know what I mean? Like,
you still feel the pain. As you said, you've had stuff broken. I've broken stuff. I've had pain relief, and it's what it is. It's relief, not pain curing. There's a reason why it's called pain relief. It eases the pain a little bit from maybe a 10 to an 8. Believe you me, that boy is in so much pain right now that it's incomprehensible unless you've actually had the injury that he's got, which is just bloody annoying, man.
You feel sick sometimes. Like, I remember being so juiced up on painkillers that it was actually making me sick, like physically sick, because you're just so juiced up. But it's like either that, or you just feel the excruciating pain you're going through from the injury itself. Even things like pulling hamstrings and that. I think people always forget them things hurt. Like, you're in pain for a very long time when you pull a hammy. Remember when I tore my groin? It's one of the worst feelings I've ever had. So right now, man, he's a young kid. I'm devastated for him. I feel deflated. I feel like crying for the kid. I'm just like, even when, do you know how I feel, guys? I actually feel how I felt after the Everton game when Van Dijk and we knew it was going to be an ACL. I feel exactly how I felt last season when Van Dijk got that injury.
I don't think it's the exact same, because there was kind of no there was no justice at all in that game.
Oh yeah. The injustice
So,
felt worse. Yeah. The injustice for Van Dijk felt worse. But I mean, the sick feeling that I'm getting within me,
yeah.
I'm getting that feeling that I got from last year of like
Sugar.
there was no need for that to happen. Like,
Josh,
Aye.
I've just seen Josh that you said you sent a super chat about commenting. Send another one and we'll read it out, bro. Mr. Dare I say it says there are people on the TFT saying Elliott deserves this because he allegedly emotionally abusing his girlfriend and made fun of Kane's list. These people, I'd love to know who those people are because I would speak to those people directly. Still, there are actually people saying that on the terrace. I'd love to know names. And
yeah, I'm definitely gonna have a word.
I'll be reaching out tonight if that's the case. Straight
What's
up.
this? Sorry, say that again. I just missed that. What was this? Say that again. Sorry.
Apparently, someone on the terrace was saying that he deserves it because he's emotionally abusing his girlfriend and took the mick out of Kane's lisp. As
Okay,
I said,
so
don't even dwell on it. Don't dwell
that's
on
on
it.
another day. Yeah,
if you can let us know the names, and then that will get addressed.
Please let us know the
away.
names for real.
I mean, let's get into it. Leeds 0, Liverpool 3. The first goal from Salah, good move. Matip did really well. And then obviously Trent laid it on a plate for Salah, who's still, again, good movement and good finish. Second goal was from Fabinho from a corner. As a super chat, apparently, not anyone from the TFT.
Okay. Makes more sense to be fair.
You know what? I kind of had a feeling it would have been.
It makes more sense.
And they're not like that, but obviously you can't definite that. I'm glad to hear it was definitely a super chat, not a panic.
Well, I tell you what, let us know the person who sent the super chat as well. So if we see them pop in there, we can ban them and block them straight away as well. We don't want people.
Imagine
like that
saying an 18-year-old deserves his leg.
And then the third goal by Sadio Mane rounding things up on, I think it was the 92nd minute, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, about that, roughly.
I'll be honest, this is probably the only time you guys will see us in here after winning 3-0 away from home and a very good result of that, and not even being that kind of jovial. And I ain't got it in me, man. Like,
no, I'm fully down. I'm fully done, guys. I'm
deflated.
I'm so upset for Harvey. I don't even want to keep going on about it because maybe I'm being dramatic. I don't know if I'm being dramatic. I'm down. I'm so deflated over that incident. I'm so like the poor kid, man. I don't know, man. That was just the guys just had his whole season ripped from him. I'm just devastated for the kid. This ain't even about Liverpool. This is about him, man. It's saying about the team. Obviously, later down the line, as we have to get into it. We have to talk about the fact that now we haven't got cover. We have to talk about.
I think that's for tomorrow. That's
a tomorrow.
No, I don't even think tomorrow, Cal. I'd even say a week or two to let it settle. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not right. It's not right to do that right now. I'm just saying. Eventually, we will have to get into that because the team is obviously more important than, I guess, an individual and rare. But like in the moment right now, fuck the team. Fuck the win, like Harvey, man. Like I'm just right now. I'm just feeling it for him, and I'm totally deflated of anything right now. So.
This from Josh said Mane's final third play wasn't great, but he keeps at it, and his overall play and movement is really good. Also, remember people, we sing "You'll Never Walk Alone" for an effing reason. Mr. Dare I say it, just say Mane should be the highest African top goal scorer in the Premier League. On that note, let's go on to player ratings then. I usually bring up the tier thing. Should I still bring up the tier thing, or should we just do it?
I'm easy. I don't mind. I don't mind.
I guess for continuity, you might as well.
I'll just read out the super chat before. So Nisa says, speedy recovery to Harvey, man. Amazing win, but just frustrated with our finishing product. It's quite worrying, to be honest, that we need to patch that up and put those away. If I agree with that. Ason says Klopp reacted like he had PTSD from Virgil's injury. I don't even think it. I know you're not even taking a minute. No, shall I tell you what it is? I don't think it was from Virgil's injury. I think it was the fact that it happened right in front of him. Like that literally happened right in front of all the players, and he was just about to come off as well.
Yep,
literally.
That's what makes it worse.
Literally. And do you want to know what? Massive shout out to man like Mo. He immediately knew what was going on. went over to like make sure that thing was right and said,
Yeah,
"Get
yeah,
on, you
away.
man,
Straight away,
get
bro.
somebody get on this pitch immediately." Like Mo reacted like that. Big up Mo for that. So.
All right, so we're gonna do the player ratings now. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna make that full screen. All right. So I got to start with Ali in goal.
Ali, I thought was
Didn't
very,
have that much
very
to
good.
do, to be fair.
He made a good save in the first half against Rodrigo. Which
Rodrigo.
I don't straight at him. And also, Bamford tried to lob him as well from far, or chip him, shall I say. I'm giving Ali, and his distribution was good as well. I'm giving Ali an 8. Give him an 8.
Drift.
Yeah, I'm all right with that. I don't even think he did enough to get an 8, but what he did at an 8, if that makes sense. So I'm all right with that.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm outvoted. I'd have actually given Ali a 9. I thought everything he did today was brilliant, from his distribution to his command.
I'll be honest with you. Distribution still always worries me a little bit. He nearly gave away a chance with some weird passing again.
But he didn't. No, he didn't.
No, but it was actually only Matip being really good that actually didn't make it an issue. Like he's like, I don't know what. Ali's just got to stop doing that long team passing thing, man.
But that was one thing he did out of the whole game.
No, I'm just saying, like, to say he was excellent, I'm like, some of his passing was a bit weird. Some of it was good, but I just don't know why he dwells on the ball so much.
Sometimes there's no option. Sometimes there's no option as well.
No, but
Like,
just go long then. Don't like wait till you close down.
No, he does.
I hear that. I hear that.
think...
It's both ways though. Like we have to recognize that Klopp wants to play a certain style of football. Doesn't just want to go long because it's probably going to come straight back at us. But also the players have got to show out for the ball as well. So
it just worries me because I can just see one time someone's going to score from it, and it's going to be like, Ali, man, you keep doing this all the time. Stop doing it. But
guys, do me a favor.
I mean, he had a good game.
Just keep an eye on the super chats while I just do the play ratings. I'll just read this one out. Star Dazin says, "Prayers for Harvey. He has a mentality to come back stronger. Also sad to admit, but the old Mane is not coming back. 5 clear-cut chances. Come on." We'll get over to Mane with the play ratings. Okay, Trent.
Trent got an assist today as well.
I'll probably give Trent an 8. I thought he was good.
Yeah, I'll probably say Trent was an 8. Yeah, the one little bit of lapse where he kind of got beaten easy. But other than that, Trent was solid. Like Trent was very, very solid. Like he was... Yeah, it's very good. I guess it's very good. It was an 8. It was an 8.
I give it an 8 as well. I think in the second half, especially defensively, it was really good second half.
Yeah, he stepped up dramatically in the second half, in my opinion.
Matip.
Food and drink for Matip still.
I'll give him an 8 as well.
Yeah, food and drink.
I thought it was a 9 for Matip. I thought he was better than Virgil again today.
No,
and that's not even me putting Virgil down. I just think Matip was just levels today.
No, it was. No, hold on a minute. Do you know what?
He got the assist before the assist. He was getting forward. He was clearing everything up.
9. Now Matip was clean. He was clean with it.
I'm all right with it.
9.
I don't think our defense in general had that much to do today, to be honest.
That's going to lead me on to someone else, but yeah,
Matip
I agree. But I think Matip gets a 9. Virgil.
Matip was better than Virgil.
I'll give Virgil an 8 as well.
I'm actually going to give Virgil a 7, believe it or not. And I know some... Yeah. Do you want to know why? It wasn't a 7. I'd actually give him a 7.5. But the thing is...
No halves anymore.
I know. The reason I'm even saying this, and some people might think...
maybe we should, though, because halves matter.
Because here's the thing. Here's the reason why I would say... And if you disagree with me, fair enough, yeah? If you disagree with me, fair enough, people. If you look at the way how they were getting through, it was always mainly on Virgil's side. And there were many a times when Virgil stepped out of the defensive line. And if you saw, the ball went over the top and Virgil was having to chase back, but Matip and Robbo and Trent were all in sync with one another. But I felt like there was a few times that Virgil just wasn't in sync. Like, I don't know, man. I just feel like...
One thing I am definitely a little worried about is that Virgil's lost his aura a little bit.
That will come
back. I don't know
though.
if it is just because he's obviously not back to full form and stuff, but I feel like even the way he missed that chance, which was actually probably maybe top 2 worst misses today in terms of like actual clear opportunities. He didn't even look like he had any belief in himself. Old Virgil just spanks that in the top corner with his head and walks off celebrating. He didn't even look like he believed he could hit the target. It was weird. I don't know. I am a tiny little bit worried about Virgil overall. I am a tiny bit worried.
I'm not. Reason being is because I said start the season, and people quote me on this. Remember when I said I don't think we'll see a fully proper Virgil till like November time, maybe even January. I said it's gonna take months until he's right back at his best, where we will look at him and go, that's the Virgil that we know. Because right now it's cobwebs. He's gonna have games with up and down, and I felt this wasn't a bad game for Virgil. But there were times when I thought he was sloppy. His positional wasn't the greatest. So I'm sticking to my 7. That's just me personally.
He gets an 8 from me as well. I'll put that up shortly. Mr. Dare I say it says we should give Matip a chance in the 10. Yeah, it might be.
He can take man on. So
Virgil with an 8 there. Robbo.
Oi, Robbo was on smoke. Listen,
I give Robbo an 8. You know,
Robbo done very well against Rafinha. You know, very, very well. Only
He
one
pocketed
time
Rafinha.
I think.
Hey, Rafinha's work rate is something else, bro.
Bro, he don't stop for nobody.
I see him even sprinting to actually try and get like stop throw-ins and that. I'm like, bro, you're gonna pull a hammy, man. Allow it.
I think Robbo's either a 7 or 8 because the thing is, Robbo. Like defensively, I thought Robbo was sound. Like
I thought Robbo was a 9.
He was sound.
Same.
But
if you're both
attacking,
going
he
8,
wasn't
then
as good as
obviously.
Trent.
No,
I'm
it
going
wasn't.
8. Yeah, I'm going 8.
8, fair enough. Rion says, if you're worried about Verge but not Mane, we'll finish player ratings first.
I'm not doing any Mane talk today, by the way, because I don't want to get in, especially off the back of what happened to Harvey. I'm not going to get into this whole Mane debate thing. I'm not going to do it anymore.
Robbo, looking for Robbo. Where's Robbo hiding? There he is. Fabinho.
Flacco.
10.
9.
10 for me.
The only reason I'm not giving him a 10, and you lot are going to think I'm being harsh because you got your
Don't tell me because of the booking. No, I'm not.
No,
buying
I'm joking. It's a 10. It's a 10. The masterclass from Fabinho.
I don't feel pressure. If you want to give him a 9, give him a 9, bro.
No, but I was joking, innit? I was joking. I was trying to wind you man up. He gets a 10, bruv. You can't give someone a booking. You can't give.
And I know you guys said we didn't like the goalkeeper in the defense didn't have much to do. It's because of that, man.
100%. Whenever there was danger, man just snuffed it out straight away, bro.
Man of the match, and especially what I love the most about Fabinho, and I really don't want. I hope I'm not jinxing him when I say this. Is he's one of the only few players that I ever see a yellow card rattle. Like when he gets a yellow card, he still believes in himself and he'll continue to play and tackle. You see a lot of players get scared when they get yellows. Fabinho's like, all right, cool. And he just adjusts slightly, but he's still just in there, just doing his thing. Case in point, man played 92 minutes against Barcelona with a yellow card in the semi-final. Like, yeah. No, man in the match, 100%. Got the goal as well, 100%.
Indeed. Thiago.
9. But it was excellent.
Thiago, he was oozing with it. Yeah, he was oozing with it though at points. I would say
he does. What he's doing is sometimes easy to not notice, but I notice it.
I'm gonna say because I think his tackling was on point today as well. I kind of felt his interceptions were timely. Some of the passing that he makes look easy is not easy. Probably gets like I say gets a 9. Or was it an 8?
You're the casting vote then, Carl. I said 9. Matt saying 8.
I'm gonna say 8. I'm gonna say 8. I don't know if it was a 9.
I'm torn with this one because I don't know if he was as good as Matip, but then again, he might have been. I'm going to go 8.
He's definitely as good as Matip as in. Remember, the defense never had that much to do. They just did really well what they did.
Easy. That's what it is. I think
Yeah, I'm going to give him a 9.
He was
Yeah.
for me. He was
Makes it
part of the
easy.
reason why our defense had a quiet game, because it wasn't just Fabinho who was doing good tackling and good like midfield play.
Interceptions.
No,
yeah.
bruv.
Thiago,
Do you want to
yeah,
know
the
something?
interceptions. Yeah, the interceptions were mad.
We got the best
And he
out
got
of
an
him.
assist. And he got an assist.
Yeah, we got the best out of him because we played
Oh,
4-2-3-1
sorry to
when
cut you.
Elliott was
Sorry
there.
to cut you. So Klopp on Sky. So this from Geordie T said it's a dislocation. Chat with Lakers says if this is Lakers, if this is the Lakers that I know, then shout out to Lakers. Klopp to Sky on Harvey Elliott said it's a bad injury ankle. I heard it was dislocated. We could put it back, and now he's in hospital. If it's a dislocation, I pray to God that it's a dislocation opposed to a leg break.
Definitely, because a dislocation is easier to what do you call it, to recover from once you set it. But both injuries are bad regardless. Do you get what I mean?
Definitely,
like,
but
it's just
God willing,
as I was saying to you lot before. Like I'm no doctor or whatever, but what a lot of people forget is that when your leg breaks, it tears the ligaments around it, and a lot of the time, I mean, don't get me wrong, you can sprain the ligaments with a dislocation as well. Of course you can, but from what I've been told, it's a lot easier to recover from a dislocation than a break. So he should be maybe 4 or 5 months as opposed to like 9 or 10, or do you get what I mean? Like that kind of thing. So hopefully, man.
Shout out to Chat with Lakers. Guys, after this show, make sure you head over to Chat with Lakers YouTube channel and make sure you just subscribe as well. Great Liverpool fan as well. So make sure you do that. He's going to have some great stuff on his channel.
Yeah, that is what he said as well, by the way. That's what Klopp said. So just in fact, I'll put it on the I know I'll do actually. I'll put it on the banner below just for people that anyone else is joining now. I'll make a little thing for it now.
Nice one. That Harvey
he was having an 8 up to that point for me.
He was having bro, I can't even lie.
Up until that point for me, he was a 9 up until that point for me.
I ain't got an issue with that either. He's playing well, man. He's playing very well. Could have done a little better with some of the chances in the first half. Remember, there was a shot that he didn't do too well with, and that, but to be expected, man. He's a kid, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Actually, do you know what? Fuck him. What I talk about, man. Put him in a 10, man.
No, I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that, Drift.
No, Cal. This is Harvey Day, though, man. He's getting a 10, bro.
I hear you, but it becomes a bit disingenuous.
But it's Harvey Day, bro. He's getting a 10, man.
I would. I know. Listen, he wasn't having a 10, but I understand the emotional attachment to it. Me personally, I think he was playing as an 8, like as a solid 8, and he could have been a 9, even maybe even a 10. Hard to say.
It's Harvey Day, Cal. He's a 10, man.
That's what I would say about
that. I'll bump him. Salah.
Yeah, I got that, Jamie. Still appreciate that, Jamie.
I'd give Salah. This is one of them ones where I think the 0.5s could be thingy, because I'd give Salah an 8.5. Salah was a 9.
He was a 9.
Salah was a 9 for me. I actually thought Salah was sick, bro. Like he was sick, bro. I'll be real.
The best of the front three, in my opinion.
He should have got at least 2 or 3 assists today. Like he was on crud, Salah. If you think about some of the balls that he played, Salah was serious. Can't even lie. And he was giving Firpo nightmares. Yeah. Or should we call him Junior? Nightmares, bro.
Yeah, Salah was quality today.
Yeah, he was.
And it was his 100th goal as well.
Yeah,
fastest Liverpool player to do it, if I'm not mistaken, in 162 games. That's incredible. And obviously, he's not the all-time in the Premier League, not the fastest in the Premier League, but I'd love to see his assist stats alongside that as well.
Indeed. Just quickly bring something up as well, Cal. Sorry to cut you as well. And actually, no, I'll let you finish about Salah. Sorry. Finish.
Yeah, no, I was finished. Go for it, bro.
There's a little message. People sent it to me already, but I did see it already. I was just going to bring this up for.
Hey, big up to the man himself.
Big up to
Harvey.
Harvey.
He's a legend, man.
Trust me. So, thumbs up from Harvey. Obviously,
Tough
we see what
nails,
happens
man.
from here. But we move, Harvey. Trust me. Just get well soon, brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Definitely.
Indeed. Jota, what are we saying for Jota?
It's a little bit of a tough one, because I thought Jota played well today, but at the same time, I don't really remember him being as involved as maybe he should have been, considering how dominant we were. And I know he's playing in the middle and stuff, and I can't always be used to how Bobby's always involved, because that's the thing we get annoyed about, that Bobby's never in the chances because in the box there, because he's always deep and stuff. So I'm trying not to do that comparison thing. I'd probably give him a 7.5. This is another one where I think the half would have come into it. I'd have given him a 7.5. But he played well. He didn't do anything wrong. I just feel like, considering how dominant we were, his involvement could have been a little bit more, but he played well.
Need a number from you, Drift.
I'll go with a 7, but if any of you lot say 8, I don't have an issue with it.
For me, it was an 8. I actually think he had a Bobby-esque game today where he wasn't a massive goal threat throughout, but he created
Did he get an
chances.
assist? Did Jota get an assist?
No, he didn't. He should have had a
No,
couple.
I don't
No,
think
he didn't, did he?
I don't think he got an assist or a goal, but yeah, he played well. He played well. I ain't got no issue.
I thought Jota played well, but I wouldn't say he played that well, where in my opinion he warranted an 8, because I think he had a bit of he had a couple of, I wouldn't say wasteful, but a little bit sloppy at times. Maybe build-up play wasn't the greatest, and I think because he's, especially when he plays down the middle, he's seen as more so than a goal scorer than anything else, and he was unable to do that today. That doesn't take away from his overall game. If his overall game was that good, I just don't think it really was. I'm gonna give him a 7, personally. I'm gonna give him a 7.
7, yeah.
I'm gonna give him a 7. I don't think he was on the same level. Definitely not as Salah, and obviously, I
think we have to remember 7 is still high. He's not being disrespectful.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. 7's not bad, but
how you having a Mary, right?
No, I'm just adding a
But Donata's fault.
Oh, okay.
Donata's fault though would have changed my
mind.
well,
are you putting in a half score? Yeah.
No. No more halves, you man. It's done.
Oh, so what? I was just wondering what you were doing.
I was just thinking now, though. Here's the joke.
Oh, well, you're gonna. Oh, I get you. Okay.
Yeah, 7 good. I was just thinking now, though. Would we have felt the same if he got an assist and when Mane missed, though? I'm just thinking about that now, though. Would that have changed my mind?
When you guys have broke it down, I think 7's fair.
7's fair, but I'm saying, would we have potentially gone a half mark higher or even because we would have gone, he's done well today and he got an assist. Like, it adds to what he was doing. Whereas today he was good.
But at the same time,
sorry to cut you. Silver Spring just said through a super chat, Jota created the most chances today.
This is like,
he went under the radar.
Yeah, but I'm not always going to do that. I'm not always going to do the stat thing, because I did watch the whole game and I don't feel like he was as effective as he normally is.
It looked like Salah, just like looking at it, but clearly I was wrong. It looked like Salah that created the most, or Trent or something like that. But in terms of clear cut, I would say on just on face value, it looked like Salah like created the most clear cut chances for his teammates.
All right, Sadio Mane.
Mane gets an 8 for me.
Mane scored a goal in the end, had it in different first half, stuck with it. There were times when he could have scored. Like, it was Mane was a roller coaster for me personally today. He was a roller coaster. Like, I can't even front. He stuck with it though. That's the thing. He stuck with it and didn't give up.
Mane was a 6 for me.
7 for me. No, Mane gets a 7 for me. He gets a 7.
So none of us have agreed then.
I think
we
Mane
kind of got
gets
to go
a
in the
7.
middle then, because Drift said 8, I said 6, you said 7, so it's 7 then.
Because the thing is, imagine this year, and these are the fine margins when it comes to, in my opinion, of rating any player. If he scores that tap in, we're not even. He's already on an 8, and obviously he scores 2 goals because he scores later. And not only that, I feel like if he scores the tap in, the confidence is high, and he's not trying to overdo things. That, in my opinion, what he was doing. He was persistent with it. That's the thing, because that's with Mane. Mane never gives up. That's one thing you can't say about Mane's head dropped and rare. He will persist with it. But sometimes even persisting and making the same mistake over again. Like, even like the one-on-one where he's played in and like he slows down and allows the defender to like get a hold of him. And then it falls to Salah. And I was just like, Mane, if that's Mane from 2 years ago or 18 months ago, Mane buries that. It's not even a question. He doesn't even give his his defender an opportunity to get back because he was so slick of it. So I'm basing it off that. I'm gonna give him a 7.
Jabrock says, sorry, Mane gets a 6.5 today. Can't miss that many. Scoop on Football says, Mane shooting more blanks than a vasectomy patient. Oh, no gloves needed. Talk about it, lads. Jeez.
That is flipping. No,
that is rough still.
That is mad. That's how I look at Mane today.
Are we going to rank the subs?
Yeah, Henderson was at 8. I thought he was brilliant when he came on.
I'm good.
Henderson was very good.
If he was on longer, he'd have got a 9. But I don't think he was on long enough to get.
I think
a 9.
he even created potentially 2 clear-cut chances, or at least 1 clear-cut chance from Hendo.
And I feel like a lot of what happened in the last half an hour kind of is irrelevant, if I'm being completely honest. You know what I mean? Like, it was just get through the game. Everyone's head was gone. It was weird. It was just very weird. So.
Who's the other subs? Ox. Do we even give Ox a rate?
Oh, bro, I'm not gonna lie. He was on that long, but he didn't look good. But again, you're playing false 9.
He's playing out of position.
But he had one run that was quite good when he took on a couple.
That was it. Everything else was sloppy. That's all.
If we were rating, I would have given Ox a 5.
And who was it? Was only 2 subs made today?
Naby was on, but he was on for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, you can't really rate him. NA, he gets an NA for me. You can't really.
I actually didn't even realize Naby had come on because it just happened randomly. So what did he get? Injury time? I think that's all he got, right? Just injury time. It's not really fair to grade it.
So there's our rankings for today. Man of the match then is obviously Fabinho, right?
Yeah, he's my man.
Yeah. It's either Fabinho or Matip for me. Them two there were sensational, bro. Absolutely sensational.
I still think Elliott should get man in the match because it's Elliott Day, but Fabinho would be my man in the match. Yeah.
Mr. Dare I Say Drift says Jota's best overall game so far in his Liverpool career. I thought he was really good today. I think he's gone really under the radar.
No, I disagree with that. He's had better games. Atlanta, I'm not even thinking about hat trick.
I'm not saying it's his best game, but I think his performance is very underrated.
Yeah, he was good. But best game? No,
I disagree, man. Disagree. Personally, he was.
Remember when he batted up Atalanta last season? It's nowhere near his best game in the Liverpool shirt.
Yeah, his hold-up play for me was kind of... No, to be fair, actually, no. Do you know what, actually? Looking back at it now, his hold-up play was good. Some of his passing, some of his passing didn't come off. But he made very, very good runs, intelligent runs. Should have got an assist from Mane. Yeah, maybe there's an argument. I wouldn't say it's his best game, though. I'd say he had a good game, like I said before. Not his best game ever. No way.
Doogie says, did you hear what some of the Leeds fans were chanting? Very sad. I didn't. I don't even want to know.
No, do you even want to know that though?
30 shots and only 3-0. A little annoying. Agree with that. Thiago was frustrated when coming off. Praise to Elliott. Apparently, Thiago was frustrated with himself because he was at fault for the Bamford chance that where he tried to lob Ali. So I don't think he was upset coming off. I think he was frustrated with himself at giving away a chance like that. From what I gathered, anyway. Rating for Klopp today.
9. Won the game.
9.
The controversy. Put the right team out. Tactics were perfect for the opponent. No.
I think it's a 10 for Klopp for me. I don't think as a manager he could have done anything else today.
I'm not gonna lie, Kai. You've been very generous today, still apart from one player, but
I can explain myself if you want.
No, there's no need to. I'm not even saying who the player is. I think he wasn't generous. I'm all right with it. It's good today.
I can explain.
There's no need. It's just going to create a whole conversation.
You did bring it up, not me.
No, I know, but you have been quite generous today still.
In which ones have I been generous with?
Just a couple of them.
Who?
I'm not even saying there's anything wrong with it. You're not normally this generous. I'm quite surprised because normally you're more harsh out of the market than me and Matt. But today it seems like you've been a little bit more nicer. But it's good, man.
Fair enough. Anything else you want to talk about?
It's a bad day, man. Bad day. Good result, but it's a bad day. So just a little deflated, man. Just a little deflated. 3-0 wins have never felt this messed up, because in the Everton game we didn't win the game either. That's what was like extra bad about that game. But winning it, and it still doesn't feel that great because of the circumstance. So yeah, man, we just got to move on. I heard you make a point during the show, Carl, when you were saying about the pressure was on, and that's very true. Everybody won yesterday, so we're under a lot of pressure to get the win today. So that is important, definitely.
I agree. No, I'm not going to introduce a ref rating because I don't want us to get shut down as a YouTube channel. But
introduce who?
A referee rating.
Oh, no.
Shocking. Just
referee was having a laugh, bro.
The worst refereeing performance since the Everton game last season, if I'm going to be honest.
Just putting some stuff on Harvey. No, here's the next one.
Stop falling. He's never been a good referee, never will be. Just dead food.
I don't even remember it really from other games. I don't really see that ref that often.
He's never been a good referee. He's just dead food, man.
So I can hear someone's background noise. I don't know who.
Yeah. Someone said he's just.
He's a man.
Down. Yeah, I think so.
That's weird. Okay, that's been the same thing the whole time. All right, cool.
In terms of result, is this the best result of the weekend of the top four? You look at Chelsea winning 3-0 against Villa, City winning 1-0 against Leicester, and Man United winning 4-1 against Newcastle. Was this the best result?
Nah, the Man U result is the best result, because I guess you have to look at the kind of dominant scoreline. Well, then again, actually, we beat them by the same amount, isn't it?
We had harder opposition than Man U, in my opinion.
I was going to say
definitely harder opposition.
Yeah, this was a harder game for us. We had the hardest. Actually, Man City had a tough game against
quite
Leicester.
lucky yesterday in terms of two of Villa's really important.
Man City against Leicester, that was a big one for them. Man
So,
City.
I just think Chelsea were clinical. I actually don't think Chelsea were amazing yesterday. They were extremely clinical. When they got a chance, they just buried it. I don't actually think they played fantastic.
Do you know what? Like I said at half time, that's kind of the difference between us and other teams at the moment, is they've got guys who just put the ball in the back of the net because that's actually what their job has always been. Lukaku scored 2 goals yesterday, kind of not out of nowhere, but like, you know, they weren't exactly the type of chances that you have to score, but he done because that's just how good he is at putting the ball in the net. Do you know what I mean? Even when you look at the situation with Man United and Ronaldo, it was 2 really crap goals, but he got them. So you just can't say nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like, he scored 2 goals. He's a striker now. He's instinctive. He scores. It was really poor goalkeeping though. Really poor for both goals. But no one cares. Striker, right place, right time, bang, Man United win the game. And I just feel like that's one of the little things that we're lacking a little bit. It's just having that number 9 who just, like today, if Lukaku plays for us today, maybe not necessarily style-wise, but I mean his ability to finish, then we probably do win the game like 5 or 6-0, because he would have just ate up some of them chances. Yeah. So it is a little worrying that we don't have that all-out goal scorer, but yeah.
Mr. Dare I say it, Drift. I'm not going to read out the first bit. We know you and we love you here, but the only reason I'm not going to read out the first bit because it might come across as a bit joking. I don't think it's a jokey subject. And Curtis Jones was ready to chop heads off. Curtis looked livid when it happened as well. LFT Sports TV says, Cal, you don't rate Mane at all. That's not factually true. I guess if you criticize a player nowadays, you got an agenda and you don't rate them. So we'll leave that there. AA says, Cal, you missed my super chat, but I guess it didn't support your agenda against Mane. Okay. Jota ball to him was poor, and the chance he missed, he created. Okay. Are we going to have that same energy for Salah? Because when Salah has these games, we all get on his back. Just asking. Mr. Dare I say, just say, if I ever see the ref from the 2-2 Spurs game, boy, that was John Moss. He's a terrible ref as well. I'm more than happy to explain my Mane rating for anyone who has an issue with it. but you know what? It is what it is, isn't it?
It's your opinion, isn't it? Like if that's how it is. And like everyone can give their opinion. Some people will, see his persistence as to give him a high enough rating and ignore the fact of he had various chances to score in the game, but because it scored, it bumped up his rating. There's so many ways how you can look at it. And that's why player ratings for me are never definitive. It's how you saw the game. It's how you saw that player. How did you think he performed on the day? So hence why we all got 3 different ratings. We all saw the game differently for Mane. So
Tahir says we love Mane, we just get frustrated. I think that's put it perfectly. Didn't know you weren't allowed to criticize people you love still. It's a bit weird. Rion says Timo Mane. No, not that bad. Definitely not that bad. American LFC fan, I'm not going to explain it. I've explained throughout the show. As I said, I've been asked, I gave my rating. If there's dislike or there's this test,
what?
Apologies. But simply saying I have a Mane agenda because I criticize a player when I criticize every single player. No one says I have a Firmino agenda and I don't want him starting. Don't know. King of Pogu says, why is criticism turned on a player? Mane is done. Again, don't agree that he's done. Far from it. Just don't think he should be starting at the moment with his form. But that's just me.
People are sensitive, innit? That's what it is. People are sensitive. That's what it is, though. Like,
seems like it.
If people are sensitive, then it is what it is, innit? If you're sensitive, but if you're not sensitive, just call it how it is. That's what I do. I just call it how it is, man. You know what I mean? So
it is what it is.
Indeed.
Just been a bad game around apart from the result, isn't it?
Seems like it.
Indeed, bruv.
But we got the 3 points and we moved, man. We moved.
Trust me.
I'm glad the team saw it out. I'm actually proud of the performance after the leg break because heads are down. And as I said, I've seen someone swallow their tongue during a football game and they survived, but I didn't want to play anymore. So I know what it feels like to witness something really messed up. I've actually seen somebody roll their ankle really badly and we didn't know if it was broken, but he had to be carried off as well. You don't want to really play on anymore. Like you don't feel, you're not in the mood to play football. So the fact that they're professional for about half an hour, maybe more, like I'm proud of them for getting through that still.
No, indeed.
Fair enough. All right, should we end it there then? Unless you guys want to speak about anything else?
Not really. I just think, do you know what it is though? Even though we've got an amazing result, it leaves, believe it or not, this result leaves a lot of question marks going in for the rest of the season, which I believe will be a really good Monday night show for us because I won't go into it now, but what it does is, in a bad way, it opens up so many questions. Like, is this really, is this really what we have? Can anyone else like come to the forefront? Can someone else shine? Are we gonna respond in January? Is it now the people that were FSG out, so to speak? I don't know. Were they right because the squad looks even thinner? There's so many questions. Was Harvey Elliott about to have this amazing breakthrough season where kind of Man City fans look at Foden, Arsenal fans look at Saka, and etc., etc.? Was he going to be that guy for us? There's so many question marks, in my opinion, that opens up the floor for Monday. And I'm actually looking forward to the show, but not at the same time because of what's happened. But I just feel like it's it's a lot to unpack right
also,
now.
given Klopp's interview on Sky as well, you could argue that the FSG people are right, and that is Klopp's being stubborn as opposed to FSG holding back funds as well.
Yeah.
Even was that the one he did yesterday?
I'm not sure when he did it. I've only seen it today.
Somebody said
yeah, interview today.
I haven't had a chance. Was it the one he did with
Sky Sports?
Was it the one he did with Dalglish's daughter? I think it was.
So,
no. It wasn't.
He did it with a woman. I can't remember who it was.
It's not Dalglish's daughter. This one was
Kelly Dalglish is her name, right?
Yeah, but it weren't her though. On the interviews, the next one, the next lady was doing it. But
yeah, I haven't watched it, but obviously I will. But I haven't watched it. Yeah. What? So in the interview, did he kind of basically make it his responsibility Really.
I'd say watch the
basically-
interview.
Yeah, I would say watch it, and then in fact, you know, we'll talk about the interview tomorrow
in the
because
Monday
it's how you perceive things as well.
Yeah.
Like it's not just on face value what someone says. Like if someone says to me right now, Matt, are you happy for Liverpool? And I just went, yeah, I'm happy. They might go, okay, but like your demeanor seems a bit different. And then if I ever talk behind closed doors, I'll be like, it's because Harvey Elliott flipping broke his ankle. I'm happy, like I'm happy with Liverpool winning it, but Harvey Elliott got broken. So it's like
Basically,
that,
what's happened
my
with that injury, which obviously we'll chop up later down the line, is just the Shaqiri replacement,
sorry,
who
not
looked
leg
like
break,
he was
ankle.
definitely capable of doing it 100%, is now out for possibly half the season, maybe longer. Meaning, with Shaqiri gone, the squad is just super light now. Super light now. So that's what I think. The only thing I know, obviously, we said we wouldn't talk about, but just in case I forget, the one thing that has been a little bit confusing is with Harvey clearly being the backup to the forward players. Him playing in midfield has actually been a little confusing because who was actually really the backup for the forwards? There isn't really one, is there?
There isn't.
Like the
Firmino
wide
is now.
forward, like technically now Jota plays down the middle. Like effectively, there's actually no wide forward cover at all.
Don't know.
Minamino?
I don't even know.
I think Klopp's the only one with that answer.
Ox is terrible out wide. I don't want it to be Ox. I don't like Ox. Shouldn't be in the front three at all. He's a midfielder.
No, he shouldn't. He shouldn't be. No,
No.
he shouldn't.
Mr.
Before
Dare I
we
say it, Drift says, sorry, Haaland or Rafinha and Basuma next summer?
I mean, Haaland and Rafinha are so different. It would depend what
Haaland or
way you want to
Rafinha.
go for that, innit?
I'm gonna just be
Haaland
real.
for
I'll
me.
just go Haaland. Yeah, I'll just go
Haaland
Haaland.
for me.
But really,
Let's go
what should
Haaland,
be
man.
happening is, especially after having 3 dead windows out of 4, I think it would be. It should be all 3 of those. The way we've been starved of actual proper like squad rejuvenation since the Champions League season, it should be all 3 of those.
It's a combo for a different day, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Indeed.
People, please smash the like if you haven't already. We will be back tomorrow around 7ish for our normal Monday night live show. We will be releasing the goal reactions video as well. Also, do send in your reviews as well of the game. 90 seconds landscape. Please do film landscape and send it to us on email.
Landscape.
teamkopish@gmail.com. teamkopish@gmail.com. Send your 90-second review and we'll get that chopped up and put together as well. Matt Drift, anything you want to say?
Just smash that like button for Harvey, man. Just smash that like. Even if you're a rival fan and you're a hater, Harvey, he's a young kid, man. He didn't deserve that, man. So smash that like button for Harvey. This is Harvey dedication to the show.
Indeed, indeed. I'm glad we got the 3 points, but more importantly, it's just a shame what's happened to Harvey Elliott today, isn't it? Like it's a mad shame, and this will be known as that game, unfortunately, where it will be about Harvey Elliott's bad injury instead of Mohamed Salah scoring 100 goals for Liverpool, which is really, really unfortunate. But again, it looks like he's in decent spirits, and I just hope he makes a fast recovery still. So
Indeed. Well, lovely people. Thank you very much for tuning in. Until tomorrow, stay safe, stay blessed. We're Kop-Ish and we're out, people. Take care.
Peace.